What's up, everybody? Once again, we coming at you from the backyard studio, and we know it's been a bit of a minute, y'all. We'll explain all of that too. But right now, we chilling right now. It's another Cigars and Conversation with your boys from A Puff a Minute. I'm your man, Cigar Mick.
This CigarBanker. What's good, people?
All right, man. That's what's going on, y'all. So look, y'all. First of all, apologies. You all right? Put your stones down, man. I know y'all been looking for that smooth content from your boys out here, but truth of the matter is, it ain't got nothing to do with the Rona, anything like that. Your boy Mick threw his back out, y'all. I was laid up for a minute. I actually came at y'all live one day, while I was laying out on the deck, man. Could barely move, a lot of pain. Hate when shit like that happens, man. But sometimes you just gotta ride it out. But I'm back.
It's probably a good thing. You know why?
What's that?
It kept your butt in the house.
It did. Well, everything is keeping you in the house right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how is everybody dealing with this whole corona situation when you quarantine and you at home and you got, you can't go nowhere?
Nowhere.
You know what I found out?
What's that?
I have no rooms in my house, bro.
Yourself?
I don't even belong here and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can't go nowhere. I was in that room. I'm doing this. I'm like, good Lord. I try to come out to my backyard studio and chill out, man. I gotta evict people so I can shoot an episode. Man, it's crazy right now, fam. I don't know how's it going on your end.
Man, we good, man. Like I said, I'm still essential, I guess they call it.
Yeah.
So, man, I'm still going out in the world every day. It's always a risk, but I can't understand why. But definitely, sometimes I wish I was at home.
Word, bro. You know what? I forgot to start this timer, man. So I'm starting it right now.
Right.
Hopefully we won't go over it. We should be good. Okay. So check this out, man. First of all, before we get started, all right, let's talk about what we drinking, what we smoking. You know what I'm saying, and go from there.
Absolutely. You want me to start off?
Yeah, kick it.
All right. So I got this AJ Fernandez here. This is the New World. Now, we smoked these on the show before.
Yeah.
So I actually got blessed by this stick by my boy Kelsey for my birthday.
Nice.
Yeah. You came through. We'll talk about that. But definitely got blessed for my birthday that just passed last week.
Exactly.
But this is actually a Nicaraguan with a jalapa binder and a Maduro wrapper.
Got you.
So jalapa is Guatemala or Mexico.
Yeah.
It's a Mexican binder. But man, great flavors. We've talked about this one before.
Man.
If you know AJ, you know AJ is one of them master blenders that's always doing his thing when he comes out with anything new. And I want to say this is probably the latest thing he's come out with was the New World edition.
Yeah, the New World edition. He's coming out with one of the other classics of his, man. I can't remember which one right now, but it's a new size. They're coming out with a 6x60.
Okay.
We'll be sure to get that information, man, because right now I can't recall which one it was, but we'll smoke that on the show. AJ's a friend of the show, man. We definitely got love for AJ, all of AJ's products, man. You can never go wrong.
One thing, now Crystal is a representative, right?
Yeah, she is.
So Crystal's a friend of the Puff a Minute.
Absolutely.
We've done interviews with Crystal, so shout out to Crystal as well, man.
Absolutely. So I guess it used to be, a different name, Crystal, but I guess now it's Cigar Crystal or, Crystal AJF or something like that. But
something to that.
You'll find her moniker, man. Just follow Puff a Minute, you'll see her out there.
Yeah.
But I'm going with this Placencia today, man. You know what I'm saying? The Reserva Original. This is a great stick, man. Like, especially like I said for the price range that it runs in. This is like a 5x47, I would say, so to speak, man. But it's a Nicaraguan stick through and through. Got that sweet, nice Colorado wrapper on there and everything, man. And it's all binder, filler, wrapper. It's Nicaraguan through and through. This stick right here, man, I want to say is very highly rated.
Yeah.
By all the trades and stuff. I think Cigar Aficionado rated it as top 10.
Okay.
Number 9 or whatever with a rating of like 94 out of 100, man. So it's a real good stick, man. Probably medium body, you know what I'm saying? Not real spicy to me or anything like that, man. It's just smooth tobacco.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So So this is something to rock with right now. And you know what I'm saying? Of course, in the Glencairn glasses today, you know what I'm saying? even though the glass might say something else on it, we actually sipping on that Jamie, man, because that's a go-to backup.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Now, sir, you brought some of this IPA out here today, man.
Yeah, you know I'm a beer lover, man. So I love my IPA. So good chaser to go with the Jamie and the nice glasses today.
You know, and when you can't go nowhere, you might as well break out your fine china and shit. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, that's what's going on, man. So I mean, let's get into the show a little bit for the folks, man. I want to make sure that we're doing good on time and that the sun ain't killing me. All right, so we probably got about 14 minutes to go, and then we'll probably cut and then go to another episode.
Cool.
All right, so that's how we'll roll with this one today. So first of all, you know, you and I talked about, man, we need to talk about something other than, you know, this coronavirus.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, unfortunately, man, like right now, it permeates everything.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? So where we don't want to add to the hype, where you don't want to add to the fear mongering, you know what I'm saying, and all of that type of stuff. But I feel like there's a responsibility somewhat, you know what I'm saying, to be informative.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I mean, if you got something other than Corona, man, let's start with you.
Well,
you know, but yeah.
I mean, it's around Corona, but I think one of the things we was talking about on, you know, something we've been doing lately, and we talked about this the other night, is just the way people are making more of an effort to connect with one another as a result of not being able to be there in person.
That's good. I like that.
So, so that's something I've enjoyed, and you know, like I said, man, I don't connect with everybody.
Right. Yeah.
So I keep my circle small, tight. But it's funny, man. I'm talking to people I probably either never talk to, talk to on a rare basis, and I'm talking to them on a consistent basis now because of things like what's going on now. We find other ways to connect with people and create those relationships, keep those relationships strong, and build relationships with one another because we find new ways to connect.
Yeah. No, that's really good, man. One thing I will say about this situation, right? That's brought on by the coronavirus and you know, people being sequestered in their homes and all of those types of things. To your point, man, like we have a hunger for social interaction. So the stories that I'm hearing about people, man, and the things that they're doing to you know, to counter, you know, being isolated from their loved ones and their family. Like me and my family, my children, you know, we jumped on that house party app. You know what I'm saying? And we chat on that thing, man, like almost nightly. We'll play games on it together as a family. We'll do a bunch of other things and stuff like that. And we just stay connected that way. There goes somebody hit me up on house party right there. Also, my frat brothers, man, or I should say my line brothers within my fraternity, you know, we keep in touch on that as well. And then we got our crew out here, which, again, don't let me be remiss in this, man. I got to shout out the syndicate, all right, on the banner behind us, man. These are the people that, you know, in anything that you do, man, you got to find like-minded folks, man, who going after the same things that you're going after. And if you're fortunate enough to do that and you guys are able to align and support each other's vision, that's something that you definitely want to take advantage of. So, again, behind me, man, you know, so along with the Puff a Minute, we rock with the Badass Mobile Cigar Lounge, right? Shout out to Mel and Keith, Javon, you know, everybody that runs in that crew. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the grind. Pamela and Nathan McCrae, man. You know, lifestyle coaches, you know, multi-millionaires in their own right and stuff like that, man. But always trying to bring something that's going to elevate and challenge you to get to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Ashing Out crew. You know what I'm saying? The Ashing Out Cigar Group. You know, so Big Man, Cammy, you know, Kareem and the crew, all of them. This is a local cigar group, man, that gets together. You know, they support one another. They smoke cigars together. They go on trips together. They do a whole lot of stuff. And it's just a social group, man, right here in the heart of Las Vegas, man. So we definitely ride with them as well. You know, so I didn't leave nobody out on here, did I? Or what have you, man.
No.
So again, man, like I said, the syndicate, man, you know, that's how we ride. Who's not represented on here right now is another group that's called the Sin City Cigar Society, and that is our boy Kevin, You know, saying so he's not on here right now, Kevin Nash and whatnot. But we want to give him a shout out, show him some love as well.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's what's up, man. And also, I need to shout out, man. I really do. I need to shout out Sin City Graphics. Because Sin City Graphics, man, they're the marketing team, you know, behind us, man, that does all of our, you know, all of our apparel, you know, give us, you know, marketing advice and, you know, and all of that type of stuff. I kind of like the team behind the team. And I got to shout them out, man, because they're always posting up, man, and, you know what I'm saying, supporting us and all of that. So, again, man, shout out to Sin City Graphics, my man Tommy Langlis and his wife, you know what I'm saying. So I just want to say you guys are awesome. We really appreciate y'all, man, and keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right. And Tommy had a birthday last week as well. Like
oh, he did? Okay.
So, yeah. So that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So now that we've gone through all the commercials, I don't think I got a whole lot of time left. I don't even know if this thing is running. Okay. Yeah, we got about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So, no, but that's good. You know, to your point, people are really making an effort. And I think that, you know, anytime you go through some kind of crisis, it helps you reevaluate, you know, priorities, and things that are important to your life. And if the people in your life are important enough to you, you're going to find a way to connect with them.
Yeah.
You know?
And one thing I always say, man, we talked about this the other night, just, you know, being around you has allowed me to connect with brothers and different people that I probably would have never connected with in the way that we have.
Sure.
Sometimes that's worked out, sometimes it hasn't.
True.
But you've always been upfront with me about those people, about those connections, why they good people, why they good folks to connect with. And I always follow your lead, bro, when it comes to things like that. So I've enjoyed it, man. We've been having HERF sessions over on the video conference.
Exactly.
And, you know,
it's been a lot of fun, man. It's been a lot of fun. And to that, man, like I said, you know, I mean, I may introduce you to the crew, bro, you know what I'm saying, but you can throw things at the wall, whether it sticks or not stick is really dependent upon its own constitutionality and its own resilience, you know what I'm saying? So all of the crews, man, that I've introduced you to or what have you, man, you know what I'm saying, the reason why you still rocking is because, you know, they see as much value in you as you see in them.
Well, I appreciate
you know what I'm saying?
that.
So yeah, that's what's up.
I appreciate that. And like I was telling Nate, you know, from the grind, I was telling him, man, I was like, bro, I don't think I ever see Nate when he don't have a compliment for me.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever seen that brother and he ain't have at least one compliment.
He's an edifier, man.
Yeah, he is.
He really is. He's all about building people up, man, which is something that is needed today. There's too many cats out here, man, fronting and pretending to be your people. You know what I'm saying? And when your back is turned, all they want to do is tear you down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to have people in your life, man, that edify. And one of the strongest things I heard them say on their show early this week was they were talking about, you know, the price, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, and the sacrifice and the price, you know, and the what was the other word that Nate used was the process, right? The price comes before the process. But while they were breaking that down, he said something, or my sister said it, one of them said it. They said when you look at lions, you know what I'm saying, the top of the food chain, but when you have a group of female lions, that's called a pride. Matter of fact, I looked it up, and a pride is actually like a group of female lions with the cubs, right? And maybe one or two males. Yes. You know what I'm saying? That are committed to protecting the pride, right? But when you have a group of male lions, y'all, you know what I'm saying? We got a group of brothers, man, a group of male lions that are there, man, and they running in a pack and they handling things. That's called a coalition. You know what I'm saying? And that's something, man, like when we get on these HERF sessions, man, you can just see the coalition, man, just the iron sharpening iron and the building up and all of that, man. And I don't even know why I went off on that tangent, but I'm saying, man, it's a beautiful thing, you know, when you are able to connect with people, you know, of like mind, of like stature, and where everyone is supportive of one another. Yeah.
But I think it goes back to the point, like we said, people are connecting better, and there's things like that when you use a word like coalition, and you think about like you said, the lion is like a perfect example. Two male lions don't just choose to come together and say we're gonna do this job. Like if they come together, it was by some connection that was strong enough for them to stick together, because male lions do not like each other. They will kill the male cubs. They don't like each other. Right. So for them to come together, and that's how I feel like that's how this group is, man. And the group has worked with each other. Like we could easily decide to tear each other down, but that's not what we doing.
That's not what we doing
at all.
Exactly. It's not what we doing. You know. But yeah, man. So that's good stuff, man. I really want to get into this Rona a little bit, man.
Yeah,
But I think I'm gonna wait. No, we're gonna continue on this one because the next episode there's some things I want to talk about.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put it out there because I want to encourage people to watch the next episode that we're gonna shoot immediately after this one.
Yeah.
Right. So right now, man, people have heard, all of this talk about, the coronavirus was predicted before in this book. Mm-hmm. By Dean Koontz, or this movie came out 2 years ago where they talked about the coronavirus, and people call conspiracy theories to kind of take away from the power of them. You know what I'm saying? But the crazy thing about conspiracies is that they actually do exist. And there's some things that have come across. My own desk, man, that have blown me away as of late. Some by accident, and then some that I had to go in and do a little bit of deeper study on and whatnot, man. So I'm not really subscribing to conspiracy, but I think that there is an importance right now for people to be informed and people to be prepared.
Yeah.
Right? To be prepared. Because again, I don't care what you're watching on the media. I don't care how many times they tell you, you know what I'm saying, we're only going to have to quarantine until March 30th. Oh, well, now we're going to have to quarantine until April 18th. Oh, you know what? Now the quarantine is going to go down until April 30th. And this line is going to continue to be pushed, or at least it has the potential, right? So stop trying to pretend like we know what's going on and whatnot while we are in self-imposed, self-imposed martial law that we placed ourselves under. So right now we're making it a lot easier for the government and the military, to do the things that they need to do because we're all at home right now. You know what I'm saying? Watching Netflix, you know what I'm saying, and being drones to the society and really not being woke to what's going on around us. Yeah. So there's a lot of things that I want to talk about, including this new theory that's going around right now about 5G, and because I have so much experience in the wireless communications industry, that had been my industry for years and stuff, I want to address that as well.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, so those are some of the things I want to talk about, man. But we're going to do that on the next episode, so make sure you guys join me for Mick and the conspiracy theories.
Nah, but that's good. So we'll save that for the next episode. Then we'll wrap it up like this then. Mm-hmm. What do you think talking about the CARES Act? We haven't talked about it yet, but it's something that I know is affecting my everyday life in a big way, and I know a lot of people are interested. Now, for those that may not be in the know, because like you said, they too busy watching Ozark and the Tiger King, they may not pay attention to the CARES Act, but the CARES Act is the stimulus package that Trump announced, the $2 trillion bill that he signed off on along with Congress and the House that came together and said, okay, we're going to put a $2 trillion stimulus into the economy to try to get things going. Now, it has not worked out the way they thought it would. And it's like the left hand ain't talking to the right hand right now. Exactly. So you got the Treasury coming out saying, we're going to throw all this money out there, but the Treasury doesn't want to be responsible for it.
Correct.
The Treasury is making all these other entities responsible for a pot of money that they're saying they're going to send out to people. That includes the IRS, the Small Business Administration, different entities within there. Now they're saying the Department of Unemployment for each state. They're making these individuals responsible for that package of money, and now the system is clearly broken. People who need money, who need finances right now to not just get by, but to survive, so that they don't end up homeless or without being able to pay their power bill, their gas bill, especially in states like New York, where people are starving, literally starving right now, even though maybe they got a rent abatement. But that doesn't mean your rent doesn't have to be paid. They may not cut your lights off, but that doesn't mean once this is over, when they say it's over, that we're going to have to pay that money. And the one that I say that's affected my life the most is the Small Business Administration. These business owners are hurting. And they looking at it like, I had to close my doors because you told me to. Not because I wanted to close my doors. Exactly. And here's the kicker. Not because people weren't coming. but because you told me to close my door. Because people, even when the spread of the virus was the numbers were going up, they were getting the test back. People were still going out to eat, still going to the movies, still going to the casino. So, by all rights by the governor, he said, "I'm going to shut everything down." And then he put harsher punishments on people who didn't shut down, taking business licenses and these sorts of things. But now you got somebody that was not only supporting his own household, but helping support other people's households that is not in operation. And then you put it on another individual or another group to say, I want you to be the vehicle that gets this money out to these people with no guidance, no support, just boom, bang, here it is, get it done. And the reason why I say it's impacted my life so much, being in the banking world and being a lender, it's been big. So definitely something that I wanted to bring up. We can expound on it if we get to the next episode.
Yeah, let's touch back on that, man, because again, I think you hitting something real hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you got the expertise to speak to it.